Yeah, also warm welcome from me to the Light Warrior Collective. I'm very grateful to be a part of the hosting team, as we have been showing up since years with open hearts and open arms to create a safe space for you every Sunday at the same time with the same link. And we just love so much to raise your vibration, to connect with you, to practice inner self-care and meditate together, and just to be. And if this is your first time with us, I would like to tell you that this is really your safe space, and this is your moment to pause, your moment to slow down, and your moment to go inwards. And I feel every session is so unique, and we keep creating, and we are so blessed that we have amazing people that want to co-create with us. And today, I feel very honored to have a very special soul with us, because yeah, it's always great when we create from our core team, but at the same time, when somebody fresh, somebody from a completely different field steps into the collective and comes here to share his wisdom and his knowledge and his light with all of you. So Sarad is here because of Wolfgang, and you all know Wolfgang. He is our dear co-creator, and he's such an amazing soul and light. And I always love how you contribute to our collective, Wolfgang, and that you brought Sarad now, who is a really outstanding personality. I dived a bit into what you're doing, and it's just amazing. I love what you're doing, and I feel really honored and blessed that you're here today, this Sunday, spending your time with us and pouring your energy into our space. So I would love that Wolfgang is telling a few words and an intro about Sarad, and then you will hand it over to him. So without further ado, my heart is wide open, ready to receive. I hand it over to you, Wolfgang. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, good evening, everywhere in the world, and thank you. First, I would like to acknowledge you as the Light Warriors. You hold this space for over 4 years now on a weekly base. That's why I saw this is more about 230 sessions you delivered here in a consistency and in a quality. Why I like to come back and why I like to bring people I like and respect, like Sarad. And I would like to share with you who Sarad is for me. I met Sarad 7 years ago. I'm in a group of Heroes, Genius, Legend. Some of you might know from Mind Valley. Sarad and I started Heroes, Genius, Legend in March 7 years ago, and we work together on a daily base on these lessons. We repeat the quest for the 31st time. So you can see who Sarad is. His consistency, his accountability, and habits are very dear to him. And that really connects. Sarad is coming from Nepal. Nepal sounds very spiritual, right? There is like the mountains, there is the vibration. And he's not only coming from Nepal, he's also coming from a priest family. So he was from his childhood on connected to the scripts through his grandfather and his grandfather's ancestors. So this is something what he's just being. He didn't learn and study that. He received it from the very beginning of his childhood on. So yoga, chanting, and everything what we practice and learn in the Western world is something who he's being. That is something what he got into his grip. What is this bed when where a baby is? So from the first moment on, that was part of his life. So I'm very pleased to experience Sarad in his experience about chanting and the scripts. And at the same time, Sarad is a high-tech guy in San Francisco. That is how I met him as an AI app creation person. And that is actually connected to Soulfest, what this background is around Sarad, where he's realizing apps and AI is amazing and fascinating. And at the same time, it's about to stay grounded with both feet on the ground. So, in this connection is something what Sarad will share. He's working since a couple of years on, because there is a feeling that AI and apps are a little bit loose from serving people rather than having a self-service, what doesn't make any sense. And Sarad is the connection of modern artificial intelligence and apps and technology and old ancient scripts and knowledge, wisdom from Hinduism. Well, there is so much more I could say, but I would really like to hand over to you, Sarah, and I invite you to just embrace the moments of being with him as this vibration is present in everything what he's doing and saying. Thank you very much for listening, and thanks for being here, Sarah, and thanks you for the invitation for
Thank you.
Sarah.
Hello, everyone. Namaste. Thank you. Um, Such a privilege and honor to be in presence of you, light warriors. So I see you all. Thank you for holding space for so long, and it's amazing. Yeah, this space is really good. Like I feel so connected and present, and so I feel like so blessed to bring this wisdom that I grew up. I gotta be honest, like many times I didn't believe, I didn't want to do it, but it just the habit, I was like doing, and now, everything's making sense when there's a saying, if you're right, we compare life with a journey and the ride, body being the vehicle, soul is the driver that's seated on this car, doesn't know anything, just watches, observes how you play, because in our culture, Hinduism, we believe in, like the soul and body distinct, and soul changes the body as you go through. And so soul is just experiencing result of your karma from previous birth, and it just gives you knowledge sometimes, but it's up to you to choose. And like how situation gets created out of sudden, and so that the soul gets to experience what it's been carrying on. And I feel like I didn't expect it, have this conversation. I didn't expect, like, those practices I was doing in Delhi and every day too. Like you can see I'm wearing this because I just came out of my morning ritual that I've been doing for like past 20 years every day. So I thought I'll just get up, whatever I'm doing, like after my prayers and chanting, and I'll just come. So trying to bring that energy here in this space. So thank you. I feel honored to be here. Um, so there's many way we could go. Before we go into today's discussion, I have slides, so we can go talk about in that. But before that, I want you to get the feel of the chanting of Om. We write it OM, and but in our like language, it's all about spoken, like the sound and the vibration. So uh, if Om is to be written in Devanagari script, it's different. So in English, it's OM, two letters. So most of the people, even, they say it's Om, but it's the sound chanting. So I want you to feel into it, the vibration of the Om, because it is so important in all the mantras that we chant, all the Vedic mantras that we chant starts with Om. It is the invocation to the divine, to that primordial, the source of the source, that we are connected. And now scientists have also found that Om is in everywhere. The sounds of the universe, sound in us, it's within us. It's also vibrating. That we just have to feel that, and it raises our vibration so quickly. So I invite you to ground yourself wherever you are. Just relax into this moment. If you feel called to close your eyes, you may do so. Just tune into this moment and then take a deep breath. But first, before we go, I want to show you that Om is the sound that you can chant without using your tongue. So it starts with like so what he's doing is vibrating your lower area, lower chakra area, and then your heart center area, and then throat. So it's vibrating all your area. So it's oh. So you notice I start with O and then I go slowly into it. So we're gonna take deep breath. Notice how lips closes. We're gonna do one more time. Let's take a last one. And whenever you're ready, take your time, open your eyes. Thank you. I hope you felt something. It was different vibration. Thank you. So for today's discussion, I wanted to share about the mantra. What is it? You might have heard about the mantra. The real meaning of mantra is anything that, so it consists of two words, mantra. Man is mind, and tra is to free the mind. So it is, let me share my screen and then I. So as you know, like today, according to Hinduism, it is the Kali Yuga. And as the Kali Yuga was dawning 5,000 years back, all the saints gathered in assembly because they were knowing like what the age will be like, the age of darkness, where everything will be so challenging, like people cannot focus and people are not righteous, like they are covered with the illusions. And what is the best way for them to come out of that illusion? The sage assembly were discussing. It's the age of darkness because in previously they have long lives. They used to live more than 100 years. They have time. They used to do like austerity for many years to get that spiritual power per se, or to realize awaken themselves. And they were thinking, what is the best remedy? Because people don't have time, people don't have patience, they see all the challenges that we are facing. It's the age of darkness. When we are born, we cannot see the good things. It's like the way our biology design our brain, it's like that. What is the benefit? How can it free from the mind? And everybody was discussing that, and then they came up with the conclusion that chanting mantra can simply free us from the mind. And we got that test of chanting the Om that, obviously regulated our vagus nerves and we could feel that vibration. And they wanted to understand, like what is the best way. And then, they all agreed. They all did the test actually. They also did test of like which deities, we have also concept of Trinity. They went to Lord Shiva, they went to Vishnu or Brahma, and then what is the mantra that frees us from this bondage, of the mind and liberate us from that? And they come up with the chanting mantra. It's a 16 syllable mantra. And and this has been practiced. So I got fortunate to be initiated into this school of thought that we practice mantra along with the other prescription, all the rituals that I do. But mantra is the core of what I do. Like I chant regularly, and this is the mantra I'm gonna go into that. So this is from, I don't know if you know Lord Krishna. So he's from the Vrindavan, and the chanting, and it's also considered the land of love, divine love. So people are always chanting, they're always joyful, and it's you go for peace and you find love there. That's what it is. Peace is not the question. It's all like you got love. So if you want to go for love, you go to Vrindavan. It's like, and you find the peace as a result of it. So as I was saying, like the sage was deciding, this is the age of darkness, and there's no other way to realize the spiritual knowledge. What is can do, and they're saying that it's there's no other way in the Kali Yuga, and they were talking about what are the the problems, then, and I'm going to go into that. So it's of the age of quarrel and anxiety, and also the lifespan is shortened, as I said, and stress is always, hungering us, and the technology and the new modern world is making, just adding more layers to that. So there's one scripture that I tied back to the beliefs of. So it says the only way is the chanting. The modern saints who also came also talked about, like, we can do all these penance, the yoga, meditation. It's all to raise our vibration, our energy, kundalini, from root chakra to the heart. So once you're in heart, it is about the love, and how can you live in that love? How can we keep that love, vibrating in all our pores and everywhere we can send? And that is the mantra, because it affects the heart reason. So, and modern science has also done, like, when people chant, there's like, why heart? Heart is a special reason. It's the heart chakra. There's like 40,000 neurons in the heart, and all those, the science behind it. And also, it affects our physiology, like it activates the vagus nerves, and it activates our neuroplasticity as we continuously chant. So it's about like continually chanting. It also improves our brain functions. And so the chanting also kind of activates all these chakras. So starting with the Mool chakra, as we, before we chant, we do the Om invocation. So it's also handling the lower chakra, and then sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, and sacral chakra. So it's showing different colors. So that's how like, and there's like specific number. So I'll also, they talk about chanting the mantra, and there was another question, like how many times it is a good number, or like how many times what to do. And the bare minimum, the says, they decided was like 108. And why 108? Like, you might have heard like the mantra, but 108 holds a special significance, and that's a number. If you add, it's a 9, a universal number. So 109 is because the the distance from Earth, uh, the Earth's diameter times 108 is the distance to the sun, and the moon's diameter and times the moon's diameter times 108 is also the distance from Earth to moon. So they found that there is a 108 unique in both. And also we have like 108 energy points according to the Ayurveda, energy center, like, the main reasons in our body. And so that is why they came up with this number. So if we do chant any mantra for 100 times, we can easily feel that. And it depends on, like, it could take like 5 minutes. If you're slowing down, it can take you like 10 minutes, but that number holds great significance. And so what I do, like, I'm prescribed, I try to chant like 16 times 108. So I chant in the beat. So the more is the better. So I try to do as much as 8 rounds every day. So 8 into 108. And the beats is also designed with the like 108 numbers. So you get that number. So this number is very significant to feel that energy of the mantra. And so this is the mantra, and so this is, and the other thing was, like, there are different mantras, the Vedic mantras. It needs certain prescriptions, like you have to be initiated into the tradition, been practicing, being learned, and the correct pronunciation. The sound is very important in the Vedic chanting. And they wanted to simplify for the people, like everyone, like, they don't want to distinguish between, like, who can, like, have, if they're not priestly, Vedic, and how can one benefit from everything. And they came up with this one. So in Kali Yuga, the age of darkness, the name is very important, like chanting the name. So, and that's why the mantra is the name of the god, and so, as simply as chanting, you invoke that mantra, and the deity is present with you. So that was the conclusion from the saint. And And this is the mantra we chant. And this is consist of Radha and Krishna. So they had their pastime in Vrindavan, and you can, if you go there, you still feel their energy presence. And so chanting their name is what invokes the blissfulness in our heart. And so the Radha is the feminine consort. It's a feminine energy. And Krishna is the divine consciousness. So you're invoking the energy and consciousness. Let's say you're invoking the energy. What happens most of the time, if you don't know how to hold that in a container, so container is the consciousness, right? Because you want to, let's think about electricity. If you have electricity and you don't have like the proper cable, the electricity can burn. It needs proper insulation, a container to hold that energy of electricity. So that's why the both names are connected together, because you're invoking energy, you're holding, creating the container in the body to hold the energy. You're grounded in the present. So this is how it is designed in such a way that it can invoke the energy, and you can also invoke the container to hold that energy. So you carry that within you, that embodying that energy. It's not like you're just chanting the mantra without understanding. Like all these things is done. Like you don't have to worry about packaging. It's designed in that way. So this is how it, as it says, the Sakti is the energy, and the Parabrahman is the divine consciousness that, and we can believe in formless form. There's many ways as the light. So there are three ways we can connect, right? So in my tradition, I believe, deity form. So whenever I'm doing offering, so I believe the deity is in front of me. So I do that offering. We have temple. That is the same belief system. And there is um, the universal consciousness that saying that everything is one. I'm part of that universal consciousness, like how the modern science is proposing its one form. And the other is the light. You are meditating and you feel that light within you. I believe, the most of people here connect with that truth. So it is that, like, it is also the light. It is guiding us within us. So there are these ways you can connect to the divinity, to the source, and there's no wrong with it. And even though, like, these are the schools of thought that was created, by these sages, and they all, and one thing I want to add is Hinduism is not a religion. I want to, like, it's a way of life. So people can choose whatever they feel called to, wherever they connected to these three truths that I just shared. And they might have different practices. So meditations, like some people do the meditation, some people do like chanting of the mantra. So these are all the same in, way methods of connecting to the divinity. And that is why people are free to choose whatever they prescribe to. So with having said that, so I invite you all to get a test of the mantra chanting. And what we are gonna do is we're gonna chant for 108. You can feel to chant with your open mouth. You can unmute yourself. Let's chant together. There's more benefit in chanting together because we're connecting in the same, tap into the same field. So there's more benefits of chanting together. It's congregational chanting, or you can chant within your inside, whatever you feel. I'm gonna chant the mantra, and or you can just listen to me chanting whatever you feel. I'm just gonna chant in the right way for 109, 108 time. So so it might take me like 5 minutes. So if everyone's okay, then I'm gonna just chant and let you all feel. You can chant with me. You can listen whatever you feel called to. So I'm gonna chant something that before I chant, I invoke. Uh, so I'll be silent and just praying my hand, and then I'll just to feel this more grounded and invoke the divine. Om Ganati Ram Dashya Gyanam Ganasaya Shriram Vidana Tasmini Shri Guru. So what I did was, like, I'm offering my prayer to the guru lineage that was passed down to thousands of years, invoking, like praying to them that, like, I'm chanting the mantra. So in a way, acknowledging them for keeping this tradition. So Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe, 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 Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe. 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 Let's stay in this silence for a few seconds. Just feel that vibration inside and outside. Just trust that you're connected to the source. And gently observe your breath. And find your both nostril might be open. And one might be dominant, left or right, inside out. Just observe your body. Meaning out. Observe your aura outside the body. How you just feeling? Have any sensation around the body? Feel any connection, any energy? Whenever you feel completed, you wanna come back to this moment. You can open your eyes. Thank you, Light Warrior family. It was special moment chanting with you all. It is my honor to be here and to talk about the chanting of mantra. It's so beautiful. To feel the energy and the presence feels so bonded. Thank you so much.